you have too much competition for your offer, and you already know that you need to position yourself and your offer in a way different way in order to stand out for your customer, this video is for you. Welcome to this video. My name is Roth, and all my life I turned my passions into my income. And this channel is all about how you can turn your passions into your online business. Let's dive right into positioning. So you have the problem that you already know you have to position yourself or your offer differently in order to stand out for your target customer. So you ideally are going to be the only person on the field that a customer sees and that he really wants to buy from. So no more competition. You and your customer talk, customer buys from you. That's the goal. I brought 4 different ways I want to show you that you can use to position your offer, yourself and your offer for your customer. So the first way, or before I dive into that, like you can just pick out one of the ways to position, or you can ideally combine several or all of them to position yourself, your offer to the customer. And basically what it means, what does positioning mean? It means that you know your customer in depth. You know him as well as you could know him. You also know yourself as a brand and your offer as in depth, so as well as you could know it, because like the more know-how you have about your customer and your offer, the easier it is to match both of them, to match also your message that you're sending out, to also being able to find the customer. So let's dive into positioning right now. The first way you could use to position yourself differently is figure out the demographics of your audience. So let's say you have a target, you have a product that is for women in their 40s. Let's say you have figured it out because you have done your homework already. And demographics in general, we're talking about the age of your customer, where is your customer born, where does your customer live, which language does your customer speak, etc., etc., etc. So if you just Google demographics, you will find a lot more about demographics, about this in-depth details that you could find out. But let's just dive into a simple example. Let's say you know your customers are female and they are in their 40s. Let's say you are on a networking event. You can already stop talking to all the 25-year-old males. You can just get in contact with all the women that are in their 40s. So you have a way better chance to actually present your offer to a potential buyer. The same is the case in your online business. So where can you find a target audience? Which online marketing platform, like which social media platform, for example, would you find them? Which Facebook group, for example, would you find them, etc., etc. Second method that I want to bring to you that you can use to position yourself, to offer better, is know the psychographics of your target audience. So what are the psychographics? Psychographics is what are the interests of your target audience. So what are their hobbies, basically? You could also say, are they interested in fishing? Are they interested in personal growth? Are they interested in hiking, etc., etc., etc.? Another example of psychographics would be, what do they really believe in? Do they believe there is a God? Do they believe in a specific God? Do they believe in the political system they have in their country? Do they not believe in a political system? Do they not believe there's a God? Do they believe in a specific way of nutrition themselves, etc., etc., etc.? The more you know the psychographics of your customers, the easier, again, it is to find them or to help them find you. Because let's say you figure out they are all in a specific Facebook group, or maybe you are put in a Facebook group together and gather all your target audience there that you can find in other groups, for example, because of the interests of what they believe, and maybe you add the demographics that you know also. It's gonna be a lot easier than if you don't know anything about them, right? Method number 3, how you can position yourself and your offer. Now we're not talking about your audience. Now we're talking about your actual offer. So whatever your offer is, if it's a product, if it's a service, doesn't matter, works for both. You are basically offering to solve a problem, right? And usually there are different ways to solve a problem. So you could go ahead and position yourself through a specific method of solving that problem that your customer has. I'll give you an example. Let's say you are a consultant and you help customers to get rid of their fears. So now there's a huge market of other consultants that help coaches, trainers, that help people to get rid of their fears. So now even if you niche down, so okay, you could also position yourself through niching down. So I gave you a bonus there. Even if you did that, let's say you niche down to people who have a fear of flying, like they don't want to enter an airplane. So you help people to get rid of that fear. There is a high chance, I would even take a bet, it's 100% chance that you're not the only one doing that. So there are other people helping people to get rid of their fear of flying. So even if you're in a tiny niche that is very specific, there might be people who are very interested. They have read a lot about how it's possible to get rid of a fear. Some might believe nothing is going to help. Okay, they are not going to buy anything, right? Some would believe, it's going to go by itself at some point. They are not going to buy anything, but there might be people who are digging into all different methods that are out there that could help them to get rid of the fear. So Gestalt therapy, hypnosis, NLP, whatever it is, let's say, you help your customers to get rid of the fears through NLP methods, while all the others are using all kind of other different methods. And that will be positioning through your method. And the target audience of you will be especially the well-informed person that has that specific fear, wants to get rid of it, and believes that NLP is going to help him to get rid of the fear. The last one is, let's say, now you have done method number one, you know the demographics, the psychographics of your target audience. You have even niched down, you have as well a specific method. One thing, a method might not be the right way to position yourself, but let's say you have positioned yourself with a method. Now, you still have competition out there. Let's just assume that's how it is. And there's a high likelihood in this case that's what the case. So still you have an opportunity to position yourself in a different way. Like let's say you are helping people to get rid of their fear of flight by doing NLP methods, by using NLP methods. And the offers of the competition sound like you have to come for 5 sessions and it's $100 each session. The next one says, okay, 10 sessions, $100 each session. Your offer is 1 session, problem fixed, $1,000. You don't even have to come in my office, for example. Sounds totally different of all the other offers. Of course, you should be able to deliver on that. But that's what it means to deliver or position yourself through the offer, basically through the details of your offer that are different from all your competition, because that's what you want to be. You want to be different in order to stand out to your target audience. As well, there are other methods that I did not show. You could also use your personality or the brand that you're using to also differentiate, etc., etc., etc. But let's keep it with the 4 that I've shown to you in this video: demographics, psychographics, position yourself through the method or through the offer. I bet there's at least one method in there for you that you can dive in right now and go ahead and learn more about your target audience, interview them, research them, as well as learn more about your offer or think more about it and recreate it in a different way so that you are able to stand out and match your ideal target audience with the offer that you have, help them solving their problem, sell more, and it's going to be easier, trust me, once you're positioning right to sell. the right customers are just wanting to buy from you. Hope this helped. Hey, leave me a thumbs up. That would be really nice of you. If you have any questions about it, just comment below and follow my channel if you want more content about how you can build your online business based on your passion. Best luck. See you soon. Robert.